Sheesh. I don't think Meek is gonna be able to recover from this one.
Big money in this bitch, multiplier. Eateries in a limo, Uber driver. Record a life like a demo. I know they watching. In the air, I'm a lifter. Suicidal.
BB Jack Frost. What's up, party people? Alright, so yeah. So apparently there is an audio that was released, and I just want to be clear with you. If I was not told what it was before hearing it, I would have no idea what I was listening to. But apparently, P. Diddy was bad boying Meek Mills. Okay. Now, I just want to be clear about something. That sounded horrible. I mean, that's what I would expect. I'm not trying to make fun of anybody that's into that type of business. I'm just saying, is that what it's supposed to sound like? Sheesh. So apparently there was an audio being released. There's some question about how the audio was actually acquired. I get to that in a moment. But apparently a while back, there was some audio that was released. I'd been hearing about it, but I had not heard it myself because this is not something I would go looking for. So it comes up into my feed today, and I say, you know what? I'm gonna take a gander. It was horrible. I don't get it. That's not for me, though. That's for other people. But what I am going to say is this. Remember when Meek Mills was locked up in jail and there was no way for him to get out? And those white men kept going to see him, and then all of a sudden he was out? I'm just saying. Do y'all remember? That was a thing. He was stuck in Philly. There was no way for him to get out. That lady sent him to jail, apparently for riding a motorcycle. And then, all of them white dudes kept visiting him for some strange reason. And then all of a sudden he was free. I don't know what to tell you. In any regard, when it was only the bunny hopping going on, I guess you could say Meek was just, hanging out with his friends, having a good time. There was nothing really too funny going on there. It looked strange, but nothing too funny going on there. Now, there's this audio that's being released. Now, I'm not sure if we can ascertain whether that was really Meek Mill and Diddy. I just want to be clear about this. I've never actually seen like a two-dude porn. I've never seen nothing like that. I've also not ever heard anything like that. It's just not something I would run away from. Like if I walked into a room and it was playing, I'd be like, ah, and I'd be taking off. This is not for me. So I have no idea if that's really Meek Mill and P. Diddy. So for as far as I'm concerned, this is allegedly. Because I have no idea how you can even tell who these two individuals are. But I will say this. DJ Academics is always beefing with Meek Mill. He's always beefing with Young Miami. And he's also always beefing with whoever that cousin is, Saucy Santana. If this audio is who they're saying it is, then those three people have something in common. Or someone in common, apparently. So now all of that beefing makes sense. Now, how did this information allegedly get acquired is the question. So at first there was somebody said, this is the first thing I heard, that there was like a producer or something, and there was some business going on between whatever, and they put the phone up to like a wall, and then that's how they got the information. I would assume Diddy is taking everybody's phones if you come into them free calls. I would assume Diddy is taking everybody's everything. And he's probably making y'all walk through metal detectors butt naked just to make sure you ain't shove anything in your anal cavities that you can record. Because he's the only one that's going to be recording these shindigs. And another way that I heard, and this actually makes so much sense. Jaguar, is it Jaguar Wright? Sometimes I call it Jaguar Jones, but apparently it's Jaguar Wright. She said Nicki Minaj actually is the one that had recorded it at one of Diddy's free calls. Now, what makes this interesting and extremely believable is right after Nicki stopped dealing with your mans over there, the Grunt Master Flex, she immediately went back to the hood and got a nigga. She said, you know what? These industry dudes, they're in too much ass play for me. I'm not here for this. I'm tired of having to put the strap on. Meek, you gotta have to find yourself another partner. I do not know if she said any of these things. These are jokes. Allegedly. So I say all that to say this. Allegedly, she released this information. This is what Jaguar Wright said. She had it this entire time. She's been hoping to put it out. But there was no way for her to put it out without also incorporating Diddy into it. And she didn't want to, incorporate him into it. But now, after all of these accusations have come out, she is now releasing the audio, which, as you heard, was a ton of grunting that it sounded horrible. Anyway, so do y'all remember when Nicki Minaj first got with her homeboy, her current husband? She kept speaking like someone was trying to kill her. And you know how people were like, nobody trying to kill you, Nicki. You just paranoid. Anybody remembers this? Because I remember this. Guess what? If this is true, if she is the one that recorded that audio, there's a good chance someone was trying to kill her. Diddy, allegedly. If any of this is true, and if what she's saying is correct, I wouldn't be surprised, and I'm not saying it was, but I wouldn't be surprised if the person she was talking about might be wanting to kill her was the Did Masters himself. He was like, look, man, you're about to let everybody know about me and Meek Mill's extracurricular activities. And that's one butthole that I appreciate. Man, that's what he's probably was saying. I have no ideas. But I will say this. These two grown men have the right to have sex as often as they want under the laws of America. We ought not to shame them for being their most true selves. And I'm not here to bash them or bring up too much of their commitment to being a part of the LGBTQ community movement. So with that being said, his name is now Cheek Mills. Until further investigations. Like, comment, subscribe. Join the notification gang. Hashtag Bronx Bombers. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you. And that's all I get in this one. I'm out.